All right, guys, we're going to talk about the truth about success that they don't want you to know. The very successful people don't want you to have this knowledge, this information, these tools, because it makes life harder for them because the competition gets more fierce. And I've chatted with some pretty successful people, and it seems like this seems to be the case. So, you can have all the tools, all the strategy, the whole terrain laid out for you to become successful. But most people won't. They won't achieve any meaningful goals. And the reason is probably not what you think. When I was a kid, my father always told me to become successful, you have to have that burning desire to achieve your goals. You have to wake up with that drive, that determination. I played hockey as a kid, and he always called it, be hungry for the puck. You have to want it more than anyone else. And that mindset is dying. These days, more than ever, we live in a lifestyle that does what? It depletes our dopamine levels like nothing else. And dopamine is the motivation pathway, the reward pathway. It's what makes you want to work hard to achieve your goals. If you don't have dopamine, you're not going to want to go to the gym, work out, and get a body. You're going to want that instant gratification. And so the modern day lifestyle is making it so hard to become successful because your brain's not even working correctly. You want to be the person that has more drive than anyone. When you're 16 years old and you're in freaking grade 11 or grade 12, whatever you call it, is it junior, senior? You want to be the kid in the class that has the most drive, that is the most ambitious to achieving their goals. And that requires you to live your life in a very, very specific way. Now, I'm going to tell a story about myself. I was never the smartest in the class. I had a ton of drive. And one of the things that, I did differently when I was in school, I was a little bit shy. I didn't really go out to parties. I didn't really see the point in drinking. I focused a lot of my goals and fitness and what I wanted to achieve and becoming successful, even at a young age. And what I realized was that the way I was living my life, sure, I might have been a little bit more extreme. I could have had a bit more fun. I was young, X, Y, and Z. But the way I was living my life made it very, very, very easy for me to launch a business, stick through it, have everyone telling me this is going to fail, everyone telling me this is not going to work out, everyone telling me you're an idiot for dropping out of school. But it made it so easy to stick to my goals day in, day out, put in the work, because my dopamine levels were insane, literally insane. I just got so excited, so massively excited, visualizing my goals, seeing my goals. And that's what you have to have. You have to think about what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish, whether it's building that body, whether it's building that business, whether it's creating that life that you want. And it should get you excited. It should get you fired up. And if it's not, that's a big fucking problem. And that's probably normal right now. For most people, that is normal because their dopamine levels are getting depleted. And it's getting depleted from alcohol. I mean, I love drinking. I enjoy it. But I've become very, very, very well aware that there's a cost to drinking. There's a cost, especially if you're drinking more than 2 or 3 drinks. There's a heavy cost to drinking and getting drunk on the weekends. You're depleting your dopamine levels. And now it's harder to become successful. And probably the one that creeps up on people more, than anything is marijuana, which has become so widely accepted. Marijuana is great for X, Y, and Z. Yay, it's got all these benefits. It's totally normal. It's totally great. There's a cost to it. And again, this is what successful people don't want you to know this. They want you getting drunk on weekends. They want you getting high because it makes it so hard to become successful. It makes it so damn hard. With marijuana, I've used it. I've used edibles to relax at night after a long day of work, to shut my brain off day in, day out, especially during the pandemic, the lockdown. I was doing a lot of edibles. And I wouldn't use it to get high, just to shut my brain off and fall asleep, And after months and months, I just was falling in and out of depression. Some nights my brain just wasn't there. I was like, what happened to my brain? I do not feel normal. And it took me a while to connect the dots and realize that it was the marijuana that was depleting my brain chemistry. It was depleting my dopamine, it was depleting my drive. I was like, where was the person I was at 18 years old, at 22 years old, at 24 years old, that got so excited about visualizing my goals and where I wanted to go? Where the fuck is that person? And it crept up. Sometimes the things you got to watch out for are things that you don't even know are bad, but but over time, it chips away at you, because then it's very hard to identify. And then I realized it was the edibles. And it's not even just that these days. We got social media, we got our Instagram, Tinder. We're checking, if you're checking your Instagram every 5 minutes, scrolling through the feed, going on TikTok, scrolling on the feed, we are depleting your dopamine levels. And there's a positive correlation between dopamine and having low dopamine and ADHD. The ability to become successful requires the ability to focus, the ability for your dopamine levels to be driving. You don't necessarily need to be the smartest person in the room, but you have to be the most driven person in the room. That is the person that will achieve success. That is the person that will be successful. And I will be fully transparent with you. I have pushed the limit and probably drank too frequently and done edibles, and it had made it a lot fucking harder. It made it a lot harder. So my action step for you is you need to realize that spending too much time on Instagram, and this is counter advice for me because my business is largely driven based on my social media. But if you're spending too much time scrolling through feed, I mean, if you just want to follow a lot of people and put it on my notifications, that's cool too, because I'm giving fucking value. But if you're on social media like crazy, Tinder like crazy, you're working and then you're checking something for 5 minutes, you're checking your email, you're getting drunk every weekend, you're doing edibles or smoking weed to chill, you're freaking juuling all day, depleting your dopamine levels, you'll never become successful. It just won't happen. It's not gonna happen. And so the missing link, and what they don't want you to know, is that you have to focus on getting your brain dialed in, getting you into a state where you wake up and you're driven. That means working on your fitness, crushing some lifts, getting in your 10,000 steps and doing it with no distractions, putting on an audiobook or putting on Power of Now and getting present, working on your stillness, limiting your alcohol intake where you're not getting drunk every single weekend. I'd actually suggest taking 2 weeks completely off alcohol and marijuana just to let your brain replenish and recover. And then maybe have 2 drinks, 3 drinks, a couple days a week, and that's it. We have to be so careful about how our brain is getting rewired. And I'm working on this right now. I'm 30 next week, and I'm gonna be taking that little break from alcohol, staying off edibles. I don't need them anymore. I sleep like a freaking baby with some relaxation stuff, little self-hypnosis. And we gotta get ourselves so dialed in that we are hungry for the puck. We wake up with that burning desire. We want to build the freaking best body ever. We want to become more successful. We want to work on our goals. We want to build life of our dreams. Our life's fucking short. It is short. We don't want to squander it, and we can't do that unless we get our brain dialed in. Now, my goal isn't to tell you have to live like a monk to become successful. I think you can actually have more fun while becoming successful, because when you do these steps and enjoy things in smaller doses, your brain feels better. Your dopamine levels are higher. Your serotonin levels are higher, so you actually enjoy them more. So when I was like 24, I think I had that perfect balance where, I was working on my business. I was meditating to Eckhart Tolle every day, which helps improve your ability to focus. It's like a form of meditation. You feel very still, and then you get into a higher vibration where you actually want to do the higher activities versus like the instant gratification activities. At 24, I would drink alcohol, but I'd only have 2 or 3 drinks, and that was it. I would never really have more than 4 drinks. I would go out, and I would just sip on a couple drinks, and I'd feel amazing the next day. Now, I think there's a wise idea to take 2 weeks off alcohol completely, but if you do want to drink, just 2 or 3 drinks a couple times a week, that's totally fine. But when you're getting drunk on weekends, that will be a cost. I think that the idea is to let the tool benefit you. Don't let the tool take you over. So social media can be incredibly valuable. You can build your personal brand, you can do business, you can meet people. But if you're just letting the tool use you and you're just scrolling on it mindlessly, then it's taking more from you than it's giving you. And so you want to be very cognizant of that. Even caffeine. I love caffeine. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to drink coffee. No, having 2 cups of coffee, can help. You get more focused, you got more energy. I'll usually do a couple cups of coffee a day and a Kino octane, and I'll feel incredible. But if I'm doing 400, 500, 600 milligrams of caffeine a day, I'll burn out. And so you want to learn how to use these things to your benefit without overdoing it. And same thing with, you know, sex and masturbation. If you're just masturbating twice a day and watching porn twice a day, that is going to deplete you like crazy. And so you can actually enjoy these things more by having self-control, get more dopamine, get more ambition to put into your goals and become way more successful. My thing in fitness and in business and in life is that you can have your cake and eat it too. You just got to be fucking smart. You got to be fucking smart. So meditate every day. Throw on a little Power of Now, a little New Earth for 20 minutes. Get focused, get still. You're training your brain to get into that focus state. Don't check social media every 5 minutes. Like, have certain designated times where you can go on it, do what you got to do on it, and then go off. Don't go back onto it. We're training your brain to become successful. You know, get your proper sleep. If you need to do some relaxation exercise before sleep, do some slow breathing to help you sleep, that's important. You know, eat proper nutrition, train, get stronger in the gym. And that's also building your self-belief. As you transform your body, you got so much self-belief to take into other areas. Go for your walks, 10,000 steps a day. You know, clear your mind. You know, walk with a friend or walk by yourself and just ponder, listen to an audiobook. Really important stuff. This is my advice for you. Learn how to enjoy things without letting them take you over, and becoming successful will become easier than ever before. And then you'll wake up, you'll feel happier, you'll feel more present, you'll feel more driven and ambitious, and you'll have so much more fun achieving your goals and so much more fun enjoying the finer things in life, because now you actually can enjoy them because you're not overstimulating yourself. You're not overly depleting your dopamine levels. All right? That's my fucking lesson today. I hope you respect it. If you freaking respect it, hit the like button, comment below, and we got some more bangers coming. We're gonna be fucking reigniting this YouTube channel. And of course, if you haven't tried the Kino Octane, link in bio, order some Octane, boost the blood flow. The L-theanine gets you amazing focus. You're gonna love that stuff, especially if you're cutting out the alcohol, cutting back the alcohol, you're getting focused. Throw in that Octane for amazing energy. You're gonna freaking love it. And my shoulder is dying right now. My shoulder is freaking about to fall the fuck off. All right, guys, we'll see you soon.